This video, let's talk about immutable object. The example we're using the strings. So what mean immutable? There are two different kinds of object. One is mutable, one is immutable. If the object is mutable, like array, you can update the index value. But some object, after we create, we don't allow them to change the content. Then we make the object is immutable object. So actually, the example for the strings in Java, all the strings are immutable object. So that means once you have one string created, they cannot be changed the content. But then sometimes you will feel so weird. We do have some string we try to concatenate together, right? Then it doesn't mean we already changed the content. But actually, that's not really complete. You change the object. So here we will show you sometimes when you try to concatenate the string. For example, before from the past couple weeks, we told you string you can use in the plus sign to concatenate two strings together. So then here, actually in this example, I define a string temp equal to double quote hello plus double quote world. Do you know in this statement, total has how many, there are how many string objects here? So think about that. Actually, in this one statement, we have total 3 strings. The first two, hello, is an object. World is an object. And these two string objects, we call they are literal string object. They are individual object. So then when we see we concatenate together, actually we just copy hello and the world together into temp. So that's why total you have 3 objects in this statement. One hello, one world, and the third one is the temp equal to hello world. So that means here you can see actually each string object, they are immutable. When you want to concatenate two string objects together, actually they just copy the content of the object into the third one. So then you say, but sometimes I also can reassign, right? For example, like here, I can have a string s equal to Java. But then later I can have the string s assigned to HTML. So here the same thing. In these two statements, total, how many objects we have? Actually, we have 2, okay? Because one thing is, remember, from now on, you need to get used to. Even we didn't have the new keyword, but when we have the string s is an object variable, right? But all the object variable in Java, they are object reference variable. So here, if you say s equal to Java, actually in memory, they look like this. You create memory, there is a Java object. Then we use the s variable to refer to this object. So that's what we call s is an object reference variable. So then when we do the s assigned to HTML, then actually we just delink this s to the original Java variable or Java object, okay, this string object. Then we reassign this s into another string object HTML. So that's why I say in these two statements, actually we have 2 different string objects. Then we only have 1 string variable. So that's what we call immutable string. Immutable object, that means the object after you create, they cannot change the content for the object. But we always can reassign the object reference variable to different object. So from this way, just being careful is, besides the string object cannot be changed the content, and also any immutable object, when we try to pass in by reference through the method, the content also cannot be changed either. Because for the immutable object, when you passing by reference, you already passing by copy. So we see this example. So this example is in the passingstring.java. Please download that and try. So let me explain what we have here. So here we have a static method we call nprintln. So this one we pass in a string object, then we pass in an integer n. So just mean here how many times we will display the message we're passing through. So each time you see I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. So we display the message how many times. So afterward, you see here, we try to concatenate capital A to the end of message. So that's why you can see the local message content updated. So then here, after we're done, right? Okay, so this is the function. Let's call that in the main method. So we have a string s refer to hello. So then we will passing this string to the nprintln, then we print 5 times. So we see what happened. So then the second time, we passing the s again 5 times. So then you guess what will happen. Actually, the first time when you pass, right? So right, we are still hello display 5 times. Then at the end, the 5 times hello, then at the end we have a local message string. They will display hello capital A. Okay. Then after you're done, actually when you come to the line 10 and 11, even you call the method again, because the string is an immutable object. So immutable object, actually when they passing through the method, they passing by copy because they cannot change. They're just using the reference. So they create another object inside the local method. So that's why here you will see after you execute, the first time you have 5 hello, the local message content changed to hello A. But the second time they still display the same thing, right? So that means you see your local message being updated. But in the main method, the immutable string s didn't be touched. So then you see again the local message content is hello A. So that's the immutable object. So immutable object actually is according to your object data type. In the following class, actually we will talk about more objects that are immutable. For example, string is one of the immutable objects. And also all the integer, double, big double, those numeric objects, they are also is immutable object. So any immutable object, even we still passing by reference, but because the object itself content cannot be changed, so every time they assign the reference, they will make the copy of that from the copy of the object again. So that's why kind of any immutable object, when you passing by reference through the method, they are passing by copy. So that's immutable object and passing the immutable object through the method.